Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Hit this up from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all, yes, so don't be talking sideways, sideways, sideways.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LAD low to the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They stop on the rock, I'm at. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets they fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what at.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
All right, here we go.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And brought down, but inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He'll drop to throw. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
A first down throw, Darnold. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st down, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
23 yards on the play.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On the handoff, this is Howard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to take a shot. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. He was looking for Parker that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown, and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Darnold. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. To Kittle here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, in for the score. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to a field goal. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A give to Howard. And now running right through it. Still shedding tackles. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hurry up, here we go.
They run with Howard. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hurry up, here we go.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. Goes to the right side here, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught. It's Parker. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Deion Jones coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now it's Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
There's several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They come out here in the eye. They run for it with Hunt. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Throwing left side, it's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there, 98 yards, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now off to the races, down the right side, and all the way down to the 5. A big play there for Detroit, and even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long, one play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd down, Darnold. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So he's hit Pater twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now Howard, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. And a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And over the middle, this is Parker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Lions on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit!
Here's Darnold. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Howard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll run it here. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
On the toss play, Howard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
You got four down. Two times. All right, now, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Leopard!
They go with Howard again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.